and Joe Gosick, the last car to be pushed away here. Here's the white flag. All right, here they come, looking for the start. Green flag out there, and our feature is underway. The 45-lap feature go for Universal Joint Sales. And jumping off in the lead here in the first lap is the 21 of Gary Albritton. Boy, and everybody looking for room to go. Almost. It's Gary Albritton, your leader, with Schulich right there in the number 2 spot. Presenting the 45-lap feature go. Eddie Bellinger holds that number 99 of Dave Schulich. Gary Albritton right there in second spot. And look at that move by Eddie Bellinger. He tried to come up the low road inside.
That son of a bitch still out there?
Dave Schulich, your leader. Eddie Bellinger takes over the number 2 spot. Gary Albritton back in third by Schulich. But already he's up lapping slower cars. Eddie Bellinger in that number 2 spot. Gary on the big 5/8 of a mile. Bentley Warren now running in 5th. Steve Joya 6th.
20.5.
And the passing flag being brought out as your front runners start through the slower cars. Dave Schulich out of Amherst, Ohio, in the Clyde Booth-owned number 99 in the lead. Eddie Bellinger, point man, coming on. Bentley Warren, the Flying Fisherman out of Gloucester, Mass, looking for room to move. Steve Joya running 6th. But Dave Schulich running smoothly out there. Schulich moving through the lap traffic now. Eddie Bellinger trying to close the gap. And Bellinger closing in.
14 cars in the lead lap.
14 cars remain in the... Now tries to get him in behind some of those slower cars. And Benny has no place to go. They're 2 abreast out there. Joya is closed right in. Dave Schulich, your leader. Eddie Bellinger in 2nd spot. Gary Albritton running 3rd. The Snake, Warren Conium, in 4th. And Benny back there 5th, but he's trapped behind a couple of the cars. Finally gets underneath Albritton.
Holy shit, look at that pack.
And look out behind you. Joe Gosick trying to move through traffic. Dave Schulich, your leader. Eddie Bellinger by himself in that number 2 spot. And now closing up in 3rd spot. Dean Hogue with the Johnson Logging Deuce has slowed down, moves down to the end behind Tim Nelson. And Nelson not giving him much room to get by on the up. And Dave coming into some heavy traffic. Bellinger and this Gary Albritton. Past the halfway mark now. Eddie B. A half a straightaway behind the quick-moving Dave Schulich. And it's going to be a battle royal here. Look out, we've got a yellow is trouble up here in the fourth turn sends everybody scampering. The engine was knocking. They stopped it to save it if possible. The engine was knocking, and Steve took it off the racetrack. It's down. The green lights are on, and we're underway. Schulich accelerates down the front straight. Eddie B goes to the outside, and Bentley climbs right up in there. So Bellinger has got to go right now. It's go into the lead or drop back, because he's not going to get into that groove again. Benny tightens right up behind Schulich. And Eddie Bellinger stays on the high side. Eddie B trying for that number 1 spot. Dave Schulich, and now Bentley Warren gets underneath. He's got a wheel wedged in, and go he does. As Bentley Warren takes over down the back straightaway. Schulich now second. Bellinger dropping back. And Bellinger now running fourth. Warren Conium up there, bumper to bumper with the leaders. And Conium appeared to be in trouble. He slowed. Eddie B got that third spot back. He's got him up on the outside lane. And a 17.6. Schulich's got him right up there with him, trying to dive underneath. Eddie Bellinger running fourth. A battle for fifth underneath. Gary Albritton's 21, and he doesn't. Joe up in the number 5 spot. 15 laps remain here in the feature go. Warren Conium and Eddie Bellinger in that order. Joe Gosick 5th. Garrett. Here comes a lead car through traffic. And Bentley Warren's a master at that. He works his way in and out of the traffic. He's got a relatively clean racetrack in front of him. Third. Eddie Bellinger falling off the pace in that 4th spot. And Gosick closing in. Brian Herb in trouble in the back. All right, the green goes out. And Benny catches sight of it. Conium up there challenging the 99 of Schulich. But we've got a yellow flag out. Pace cars in, they're picking it up. The green lights are on. And Benny puts the power to the asphalt out there. Conium challenging Schulich down the front straight, but had to back out of there. Gosick running 5th. Gary Albritton is 6th. Mike Ordway in 7th spot. Up front, bumper to bumper as they come down the front chute, completing lap number 37. But barring trouble, I don't think anybody is going to touch Bentley Warren here tonight. He's got it out in front and looks to... And Bellinger now closing up. And again...
69.
The 69 of Gary Evans.
Yeah, we got shit all around.
And we've got some looking for the restart. The green lights are on.
Was it Brian Herb, Bill Salem, Finance Mike?
And Schulich again being challenged by the 6 of Warren Conium. Conium down the back. And look at the snake get a wheel in there. Schulich up on the outside. The 07 Timmy Nelson has been penalized 1 lap for passing before the green. Look at this battle now. Flying Fisherman out of Gloucester, Mass. 5 laps to go. Benny's out in front. Conium right there in second. Schulich third. Bellinger fourth. Gosick running fifth. Your top 5 running right together now. But time running out. Britain is 6th. Mike Ordway is 7th. And your leader pulling away. Look at Schulich. Wow, he was way up high as he tried to retake that number 2 spot, but it cost him some ground. And now they're coming up on slower yellow. 42 up against the rail.
By Floyd, and the rest of the field will have to catch up to Floyd now as they go slowly through the accident scene over there. A very narrow groove for them to get through with emergency vehicles, safety equipment, and the tow truck as well as the spun number 42. Michaud has walked off the track. He is up in the infield right.
Gate over there, and it's right on the wall.
Green light is on. They're underway. Look out! Trouble right there in the front ranks. On the start, Mike Ordway threads his way through. Gosick is through.
Ordway did a great job there.
Mike Ordway did a fantastic job, but all your front runners,
299.
Eddie Bellinger, Dave Schulich, Conium involved.
All right.
Rich is over there. Let's go trackside. Be ahead of the 21. Pace car is in. The green flag is out. It's too late now. 2 laps to go. And look out through lap traffic. White flag is out. This is it. Bentley, your leader. Joe Gosick, second. Ordway, third. Brian Herb, fourth. 5 spot. As the checker is out, the race ends with the win going to Bentley Warren. Joe Gosick picks up the number 2 spot. Mike Ordway, third. The 11, Brian Herb in 4th, and in 5th, we have the 6 of Warren Conium.
Scales immediately. Car 6 to the scales immediately.
So there he is coming out of the car. How about a hand for Bentley Warren, ladies and gentlemen? Winner of the Universal Joint Sales feature. Rich Goldstein down there, set to move in.
And we are down trackside, and we're going to have the re-presentation and congratulations, if you will, right now from Universal Joint Sales.
Well, on behalf of John Sharkey and Jack Sharkey and the staff at Universal Joint Sales, we'd like to congratulate Ben.
Bentley, congratulations from Universal Joint Sales and all your fans.
Well, thank you. We've been running Universal Joints drive shafts all year and last year, and they work real well.
Tonight was a very interesting night. Some real tight racing in the heats, and then as we got into the main event, looked for a while like we might go wire to wire like we did earlier in the year. And from that point on, though, it got to be quite a tugging match.
Yeah, there was a lot of restarts, a lot of cautions, and it's unfortunate so many cars got wrecked on the last lap.
Well, I guess you're one of the few that really got through unscathed, but it looked like the Bali Flying 5 was doing just that again tonight.
Well, they're doing a good job keeping it running real well, and I'm just happy to drive it.
Going into the night, you were tied with one of the all-time greats, Todd Gibson, for the all-time feature win list here at the Oswego Speedway. Now you move into sole possession of fourth, behind guys like Hevron, Swift, and Champagne. The only ones ahead of you, and Hevron's within reach this year. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it's a very good group to be mixed with, and I like it.
Think you're going to give it a shot and climb up another notch on the ladder or two?
Well, we're working hard. We're going to try to do as good as we can. That's all you can do.
Any moments during the race tonight when you had the close calls that everybody else seemed to suffer through, or is it pretty much your own way once you got through there?
No, it wasn't that bad, really. I was driving very hard at the beginning, and then after I got through the traffic, I just took it a little easy.
Well, congratulations on your 5th of the year, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much, and thanks for Universal Joint Sales for sponsoring the race.
Bentley Warren, a happy winner on Universal Joint Sales Night at the Oswego Speedway.